Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back here, Tuning Dutchy. Now, goddamn, my day is actually starting off pretty good. However, I got negative news. Um, Maybe because I've yeah, well, let's say it like this. I slept for more than 17 hours. So maybe that's the reason why I'm so happy that at this moment could be very good possible. But yeah, well, I never had, well, I was never happy, let's say, if there's something negative happened. And yeah, well, welcome back. Today I'm gonna explain you guys what happened yesterday because yesterday I was working on the matiz. Um, and the thing is, of course, every car needs their valves. Um, Obviously set it up correctly again. Now, after a ton of kilometers, let's say 100,000 kilometers, which is 160,000 miles, or 200,000 kilometers, somewhere in between that range, the valves have to be readjusted. So, now, of course, mm, I had a lot of coal monoxide, so a lot of black soot beneath the valve cover, a lot actually, and I also have a short on that. If you guys don't know what I mean, just check it out. I took the valve cover out of my Chevrolet Matiz, and there you guys can see actually that I had a lot of soot going on inside the engine. In the meantime, every single little bit of that soot, for real, everything is gone, which actually increased my horsepower now back to its factory settings, so how it should be, because I had 48 horsepower because of that black suit, and currently I'm back at 52. So, which is normal. That's all obviously what they say in the factory. The car is 52 horsepower. Now I can see that back, so that's very good. But anyways, yesterday, of course, because I was finishing some black suit, and I had recently coolant in my oil, and after that a little bit oil in my coolant. Don't ask me how. I don't know. But that has already been done, and I finished repairing the head gasket, which caused the issue. After repairing that, of course, you have to, yeah, well, I had to readjust, of course, the valves. I knew they had to be redone because they were getting pretty loud. At least the valves, the rocker arms, they were getting very loud. And I opened up I should say, I opened up the valve cover, and I saw the nut was already laying inside the cylinder head, and that was not very nice to see. Now, to adjust those valves, not only there's a nut, but there is also a screw in there. Um, and well, that's what we're talking about today. There is a little thing not going as planned. Let me tell you it like that. At least kind enough, not respectless or something. Now, yesterday, a few days before yesterday, I reset it, of course, the valve adjustments, because I have seen that the adjustment was incorrect. They did first cylinder 3 on top bed center instead of cylinder number 1, and then adjusted the valves. So I don't know why they did that, but that was the stupidest thing I have ever seen. My service repair manual clearly says number 1 should be at top dead center, and then you can adjust some valves. If that's not the case, you can stop. So that's what I have done. Now, a few days later, the valve adjustment screws came a little bit more loose. So which made me yesterday to make some adjustments. There was a lot of play between the valves, and actually a lot of them, which I did not expect it. I expected actually maximum two rocker arms that had a little bit more play. but instead of 2 we're 4. So that's 4 from the 6, which is pretty much. Now, I mean, I did all the valve adjustments just as my manual says. Turn the engine around an extra time because that's how it should done, because there's going to be tension on it, and you have to see if everything is fine. If still everything is on it adjustment. So one from the 6 rocker arms was getting still a little bit off. So I tightened up again, readjusted it, the cylinder number 3 exhaust valve. I did that, turned around the engine again, and it came out on the same settings after adjusting it. So I was thinking like that's not how it should go. I know my exhaust on cold, if the engine has not run, most of the times you do it on cold, not on hot. I did it also on hot, worked out pretty good, but best thing is to do is on cold, because you have all the time. On hot, the engine is cooling down, so you have to do it quickly. So on cold, my exhaust valves have to be 30 thousandths, and on the intake, it's 15 thousandths. That's what I've done. But I don't know what's going on inside the engine. But I guess this is not meant to happen. Well, normally I should not actually have the rocker arm over here, but I've taken it out of, obviously, and I'm gonna show you guys that. Later on we go also a little bit more into detail about the rocker arm, because my car has right now run for, let's say, 117,000 kilometers, I guess. So somewhere around 180,000 miles, which is not bad. But I have seen good results in the engine, which leads me to an estimation of 400,000 miles before my engine could actually be destroyed. So my engine is in a very good shape. However, even if I am revving the hell out of it. Yeah, I mean, I need to take this screw off. Just give me a second. I will be right back. Just give me a sec, guys. Alright, there we are again. So, I took out the screw, and, well, if you guys can see, there's some little mess on here. You guys can't see it that great, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that. Oh, there you go. So you can see a little silver line, and yes, indeed, guys, you see that correct. That's not what we want to see on an adjustment screw, but it is. So, yeah, well, a little bit of oil. But for the rest, I mean, I have to say the screw and the nut, I mean, as you see, I can turn it around with no problem at all. So here's nothing wrong. But over here goes wrong. Look at the downside. And you can see a little bit silver again. So yes, indeed, guys, look inside the valve adjustment hole. And there you go. There you can see that the threads of this rocker arm have been damaged. Don't ask me how. Normally you can't damage that if you leave it in there. I took it out several times, but I didn't feel something weird or something like that, you know. So this actually felt still very great. However, now, as said in the story, yesterday I was, well, setting the valves correct again. Problem is, the threads are dead. So you can't set this valve, rocker arm, in the correct setting. So this is the exhaust valve of exhaust rocker arm from cylinder number 3. Yeah, well, which points me out that if those threads are damaged, I have a new running car. Well, it can run on 2 cylinders, and it actually just runs okay-ish, but then I have to take the intake valve of cylinder number 3 off as well, and I don't want that. Of course, I don't want to run on 2 cylinders instead of 3. I don't think that's a good idea. Of course I can, but I have to take the highway in order to get one of these on a junkyard, because if you want to get those new, oh, good luck with that. It's not gonna work. So I have to get those on the junkyard. So that's not gonna work that way. I will not get there until I take the bus or the train. So, but there's another thing. Besides that, the valve adjustment screw itself is in good order. This thing is trash. I mean, the threads in here are heavily damaged, and this one is no more good use. So I'm cleaning a little bit the roller over here, and I'm showing you guys how this one looks like. And I have to tell you, for 117,000 kilometers, this is astonishing. I'm gonna tell you guys that. All right, so there we go. So look at that. Look at how the lobe is actually looking. Look at this. Let's see if I can get a little bit of the sun way. Now I'm gonna take the camera and I'm gonna show you that on the table because of the sun behind me. So there you go. There you guys can see it. See it? On high detail. Now you guys can see right here on the left side that there is a groove. No, you cannot feel it or whatever. So this is only the surface. So this is very good for 114,000 kilometers. This one is in a very good shape. Now maybe because I took the towel over here, besides the ring here on the left, besides this little groove, could be that this is causing it, but this was flat. So this is actually looking very good for 114,000. No problem at all. So there you guys can see how it looks like, how the roller looks like with 114,000 kilometers. So I have that to get that one new before we can, well, move again. So I have to get 20 euros with me in order to get that thing. So here we have the coolant and, well, somehow the closed oil thing where the camshaft position sensor goes. That's the camshaft position sensor. They told me it's a pain in the ass to set this one back again. I don't know. And this is actually the valve holder of the rocker arm holder over here. It slides actually very simple as it sits in here. There you go. See, that's where they actually go. But yeah. So this one has to be cleaned up again. This one is chromed also, so I wouldn't be able to do this one in the dishwasher. Yeah, and the valve cover has already been cleaned, so that's good. Now the only thing I need to do is to get a new seal over here, put everything back, and that's actually pretty much it. So I only have to take the coolant sensor off, put this one in the dishwasher, and ready to go. So guys, whenever I got one of these, I will get back to you. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Once that one is back, I'll let you guys know. So then we can continue our journey, and let's see if I can adjust all other valves without problems. Thanks for watching. See you guys the next time.